was. But right now we are wrestling with NXT Takeover Portland. Me and Scooter actually covered this on the remix. It was I thought it was a good show, but Coleco, what were your thoughts on the show as a whole?
To be honest, there's never been a bad takeover. Like, even like the ones that are like, meh, you still like certain matches and what they did. And to me, like, as much as everyone wants to harp at, there's no way that their pay-per-view is touching takeovers because they give them ample time to tell the story, to explain what's going on. And to me, the takeovers are probably one of the best things about WWE because it's just straight up wrestling, it's straight up stories. It's always a surprise, just straight to the wrestling, and it just shows you like the consistency that NXT has. Because think of one NXT where you came out going, "Oh my god, this fucking sucked."
That's true. What about you, Scooter? What were your thoughts on the show?
I thought it was a great show from top to bottom. Absolutely. It was fun. It was just an overall great show.
I agree with you there.
Totally agree.
Yeah. And that being said, which was your favorite match on this card?
Pete Dunne and the Matt Riddle against the Bruiseweights.
Would that have anything to do with?
Oh yeah, that was a really good
with
match.
the multiple blunt jokes and joint jokes, and how many fish can Bobby Fish fish if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Could fry fish. Yep.
What about you, Coleco?
You know what? I just saw something on the internet where it said. Before I say that, I saw something on the internet where it was like Matt Riddle's like, how many McGriddles can Matt Riddle griddle if Riddle could griddle McGriddles? It's like it's taking over. Like no matter what, meme worthy. But to me, I love that tag. The tag match was really good. To me, the match of the evening was the Balor Gargano match because I swear that it felt like a double turn. It totally felt like a double turn. Like I don't know what Finn does. He has like Finn to me is kind of like a male Becky Lynch, not in the way of like the wrestling styles, but in the way that they have a fucking cult following that is just gonna ride with them till the fucking wheels fall off. And Gargano walked into that bitch as a face, and he left that fucking match as a heel. And that tells you like the loyalty that they have to Finn Balor, like people like Finn Balor and Becky Lynch. Like they see these people getting fucked over, and they are like, no, we gonna push these motherfuckers to because they are our people.
But doesn't that
I just find it funny that like they have that type of dynamic.
Doesn't that have to do in part of Finn Balor being the originator of Bullet Club? Somewhat.
Not really, because if that was the case, Gallows and Anderson would be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just those two people. Like, Balor and Lynch is like, it's just like, they are not taking no shit from nobody about either one of those people.
One thing we all talked about
in
the past was Dakota Kai needing to beat Tegan Knox in the street fight. She did, but do we think that this was the victory that solidified her heel run so far? Scooter?
Probably not, just due to the fact that We had what's her name? Raquel Gonzalez interfering.
You think that took the shine off of the Dakota win?
Yeah.
Do you agree, Coleco?
Really? I kind of disagree, and the only reason I disagree is because they should have had fucking Tegan Knox on the chase the whole way around. Like, Tegan Knox should have lost the match that they had like 2 weeks prior. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it should have been a kind of because to me it would have been more impactful to see Tegan go. Me, I couldn't. You see what I'm saying? So that's to me where the disconnect was. Because if they had Dakota win by cheating, then had Raquel come out and do it, and then if Dakota and if Tegan wins the steel cage match, that makes sense because she finally got the hump, got over the hump. But
Right.
by her beating her in the to me, all the luster out of it.
Because it's the cage match is essentially a rubber match at this point.
Right. Like, yeah, there's nothing in me that's invested in going, oh my God, I can't wait to see Tegan Knox beat her because I already seen her beat her and had fucking Candice LeRae come in and help. So you see what I'm saying?
That's an
Like
excellent
it almost like kind of like they did it backwards.
No, stop, Daddy.
You're absolutely right about that. Major news coming out of this show was that Rhea Ripley's going to WrestleMania. She's wrestling Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. My thoughts about it is Rhea's getting a push at Mania. Where does that leave Adam Cole?
Honestly, they need to push that women's division. The women's division is what they're trying to put on the forefront because the men's division, it's sad. It's got a who's who of people that people may know, but the women's division, I mean, to be quite honest, in NXT, it's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and a bunch of green women. So it makes sense for Rhea to push it, and it makes the NXT Women's title more important. So when someone who is in NXT ready to get the belt, it actually has a lot more significance to me.
What about you, Scooter? What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, we called I called the fact that Rhea Ripley was
Who's going to wrestle Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, and I mean,
and
I mean, yeah,
speechless.
like I'm accustomed to the long pauses.
I mean, I was surprised to see Charlotte, actually show up at Takeover. But I mean, other than that, I'm not happy with the fact that Bianca seems to be getting involved in this, and if it ends up being a triple threat match, I think it's just going to take away from that fact. Because, I mean, okay, let Bianca and Charlotte have it out at Takeover, but do not put Bianca on Mania.
I think that's a smart
I don't
decision.
see Bianca. I just see Bianca as the roadblock. Like, I see Bianca as like that person's like, not my motherfucker has to go disrespect me. To me, it's all about the respect to her at this point. Like, I don't see her being in the title picture per se, because if she was gonna have the belt, hell, she had like at least 2 to 3 chances to win the bitch already. So she would have been won it. I just think that she's just like something to get eyeballs onto the NXT product. And this tells a lot about Charlotte, that like Becky kind of surpassed her, because it's kind of crazy to think that. Plus, people are probably already tired of Charlotte
Becky,
in that Raw SmackDown women's.
The SmackDown's women's champion, and she's up there. I mean, if it was,
Yeah, but her turning heel, I think, like, prime example, last week when she fought Carmella, I think that was the first time that she was actually comfortable being a heel, where she's not talking shit about the city or telling people that they suck. Does that make sense? Like, it felt awkward for a minute. You know what I mean? It felt hella awkward, her being heel. But now she's trying to get into the rhythm of it. And to me, Bayley's gonna end up with, if my money's on it, it's gonna be Naomi. Because everything is, in my spidey senses, is pointing to Naomi. But
I mean, if she's done being a Swiffer.
Hey man, that afro's nice. I wish I had a fro like that. But yeah, it just shows you that, like, they're trying to build that women's roster to where they got a group of women that can take over at any time, just like the men. Because the men are set. Like Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Velveteen Dream. It's like there's a stepping order there, but there's a precipitous drop off in the women's division for NXT between Rhea, Bianca, and it just, especially with Shayna Baszler pushing up the Raw, so it really left a hole there. But to me, Belair's just a stepping stone. They'll probably have a match before Mania. Charlotte goes over to look strong, and then it goes straight from there.
right.
Personally, that's what I think.
And the last little bit of news, Johnny Gargano turned heel on Tommaso Ciampa in the main event. I mean, nobody really didn't see it coming. I mean, how many times did Ciampa screw Gargano?
True, but to me, I just saw, like, I think that Balor match what kind of pushed it that way. Because, I mean, yeah, they may have planned it, but the fact that they were booing Gargano, who's basically been like if there's a Mount Rushmore NXT, he's definitely on that bitch. And for them to fucking boo him over Finn Balor, who's been basically healing it up the whole time, that tells you, like, it tells you where they want, what the crowd was feeling about him. It tells you how the crowd felt about Balor. So it just happened to lightning struck twice. What do you think, Scoop?
I mean, you also have to remember that Ciampa, when Ciampa, like, screwed Gargano, it wasn't in the NXT title picture. They had matches for the NXT title that Ciampa ended up winning, but, and again, it was Gargano that helped Ciampa win the title in the first place. So you got to think, maybe
with the Aleister Black,
maybe Gargano is trying to make up for that mistake but it also honestly, I don't think there was any reason for Gargano to do it storyline wise. We saw Ciampa come out when Gargano won it and celebrate with him.
Yeah, that's the only thing that threw me off. But to me, I feel like Gargano's in that place where he doesn't want to move up to the main roster.
He's in a position he doesn't want to move up to the main roster. He basically done it all in NXT. So what else is there for him to do except for feud around and get in other people's ways?
I mean,
so that's the position that Gargano's in.
him just existing to just fuck shit up, basically,
No,
because
no,
he
no,
can.
no. This is the
Pretty much.
reason why they're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean,
The reason that they're doing Gargano and Ciampa once more. Where was we 1 year ago this time? Johnny Gargano versus Ciampa for the NXT Championship. The one last time match that never happened because Ciampa got injured. They swerved it to Adam Cole, and essentially Adam Cole took Ciampa's place in that match. Now, 1 year later, you could just tell that they're swerving back in the direction that they were going in and telling that story over again from 1 year prior. That's what I think anyway.
so you're saying the pendulum is swinging back to where. So basically, it's a reset to back where they were in the first place.
Yes.
But we've had so many Ciampa Gargano matches that it's really hard to imagine what's left for them to do,
Pretty much.
unless the only two things I can think of is a loser leaves NXT match or an Iron Man match.
I think it would. That's a good idea. I think it would be a loser leaves NXT match because I cannot see like when Gargano became like the first Triple Crown champion. That's when it was like, bro, you gotta go. Like it's time to go because you did it all. Like literally, you checked all the boxes. There's nothing else for him to prove. So you might be onto something, Scooter, with the loser leaves NXT because even when Ciampa was on NXT this past week, he said, I have to get rid of Gargano. So that's hinting it that it could be that loser leaves NXT, even though Gargano's like, I'm not leaving NXT.
They could pull a John Cena and it's leave WWE for 1 week and then come back next week. I mean,
with his tickets.
Yeah, WWE's usually good at getting around shit like that. That being said, we will cover all of that when it happens. But that will conclude our coverage of NXT Portland.